Clutch Trucker filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. Yeah, we're going to show you some crash cam, CR England out in the cornfield. And also going to talk a little bit about Rusty. He's killed another one. One of my Duluth Trading Company fire hose bucket seat covers. So I had to buy another one thanks to you. We'll get into that. And I'll give you a little kind of quick wrap up on our vacation. Yeah, we actually took some money out of Nevada. And from a whole bunch of people on the plane. We didn't steal it. So those details all coming up. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Okay, got a few different things we're hitting on today, like I mentioned just quickly there. But first we'll do with the crash cam. I stopped at the Brooklyn, Iowa Quick Star because they've got a little bit more than like Truck Stop has. They've got like groceries items, and they've got these great pre-made meals. I got some of those and everything. As soon as I get back on the interstate, there's a huge backup. Of course, Garmin didn't let me know about it until I was already on the interstate. I couldn't avoid it. We sat there for about 45 minutes until we got up to it. And I got some video here as we're getting closer. And then you listen to the CB chatter. You hear something about somebody in the field and maybe he can back up. What are they talking about? Well, let's look.
England back out of that, sister. If you had westbound, either lane. If you had the eastbound, you want the hammer lane. Back up on westbound. The eastbound, everyone. The safety. I don't know. When I woke up, I was in the middle of the field. What the hell out there in the field?
Yeah, I kept hearing him say something about something out in the field. Well, look. CR England. They're over there in the cornfield. What the hell were they doing? Well, I think I got it all figured out, and we'll put it all together here in just a moment for you. Let's look at that. CR England's out there in the middle of a field for some reason. What the hell is he doing? Okay, look at this video again. We're coming up on the crime scene, or accident scene, wreck scene, whatever you want to call it. You got a cop with the flashing lights. You got a couple of yellow emergency vehicles over there. Guys trying to make sure we stay into the left lane. Look ahead there to the right. You can see there's a car pulling a travel trailer. They were obviously involved in it. Look to the left. You can see that car was obviously involved in the whole thing. There's, that powder on the road where they was trying to put out the fire. Looks like some tracks over there on the median. What's that all about? I'm not sure yet. As we zoom in on it, yeah, CR England out there in the cornfield. And you're like, well, what the hell is he doing out there? How is this related to this 4-car pileup we heard about? Let's look at that. CR England's out there in the middle of a field for some reason. Well, I'll show you now some more of the video where you see the other vehicles involved and everything. And once we got past that, the 2 vehicles had already been cleared out. Once we got a little past that, I kind of put it all together, and I think I figured out what happened. All right, coming up on the scene again. There's the travel trailer and the vehicle in front of it over there to the right. Powder on the road where they had to put out fires. The other vehicle to the left. And those are tracks in the median, aren't they? Why would those be there? What do you think? This is my guess only, so don't, hold me to it. But my guess is CR England was driving westbound on I-80 near Brooklyn, Iowa. They either lost control, were not paying attention, screwing around on their phone, fell asleep or something, crossed the median, went through the wire barrier, and then caused all these cars to smash into each other as they're trying to avoid this moron who continues on past the eastbound lanes across the ditch there and ends up in the freaking cornfield. This is my guess. Let's look at that video again, and you can kind of see where all these tracks are in the median. I think this kind of proves it. All right, look carefully again past this car on the left, and you'll see those tracks. You can see them kind of coming up onto the shoulder there. And look right behind the car, that wire barrier is kind of pushed down right there. What do do you think? Now, yes, it could have been caused by the four-wheelers by themselves, but I kind of doubt that. It's a Sunday, it's like noon, not a lot of traffic out there. They probably crashed into each other when they saw this giant big truck coming across the median right at them, and they were trying not to get hit by the huge truck, so they mashed into each other. As then CR England cruises on by and goes and finally lands in the cornfield. Just my opinion. All right, now moving on to subject number 2, subject numero dos of this video. Yeah, I was going to talk about this the other day. That was the video I planned to do until I got down to after my vacation. I thought was going to be an easy time, just run down, pick up my trailer, go park near my pickup in Greeley for Saturday. But no, you know, if you watched my last video, yeah, XPO left trash and glass all through my trailer and broke my glad hand. So I went ahead and did a video all about repairing that. But one thing I had picked up at the house after our vacation was another Duluth Trading Company Ultimate Bucket Seat Saver. This is it right here, the Ultimate Bucket Seat Saver, also known as the Fire Hose Bucket Seat Cover. I've gone through a few of these, thanks to Rusty, the Meatball Dog. Now, I'm not going to do the unboxing and all that because I already did that in one video about probably 6 to 8 months ago when I did my 10-month review of the Ultimate Purple Seat Cushion and then replacing my Ultimate Bucket Seat Saver. Because the way I do it on my driver's seat is the Ultimate Purple Seat Cushion is beneath the Ultimate Bucket Seat Saver. That helps hold it into place, which is kind of handy. But the problem is, Rusty loves to get on the seat and do that with his little claws, right? And he tears through these things. It takes him a while. It takes him 6 to 8 months to do it, but he tears through them. Don't believe me? See, here's proof. He's already put a new hole into the one on the passenger seat right there. All right, so I got my Ultimate Bucket Seat Saver. It goes all the way up the seat, yada, yada, yada. All right, what I always do is I trade out my new one and I put it on my driver's seat, and I take the old one and I move it over there so he can tear up the old one, and now he's torn up another one. So like I say, about every 6 to 8 months I gotta swap one of these out. These are not all that cheap. They're about $60 a pop from Duluth Trading Company. Right there, Duluth Trading. I like Duluth Trading Company. In my last video I highlighted my tool bag, which I got from them. That is the Extreme Rigger tool bag, by the way. Somebody did ask about that in the comments. Great tool bag. I would highly recommend their tool bags. So anyway, got this one. So now I'm gonna put this on. Like I say, I'm not gonna show the whole unboxing and putting it on because I did that in a video, like I say, about, you know, somewhere between 6 and 8 months ago when I did my 10-month review of the Purple Ultimate Seat Cushion, which, by the way, also I swear by, literally saved my ass. What I will do real quick is just show you what it looks like out of the box. It comes into this bag, and then, you know, you open the bag, and yeah, it's a really tough material. It's, you know, like a fire hose, and this is real tough. Like I say, it takes him a long time to dig through one, but he always digs in the same spot. But, you know, he's a good dog. I put up with that to have him with me because it's nice to have a companion on the road. And I'll show you actually a shot of my driver's side one, which will now be moving to the passenger side, and I'll put the new one on for me because I get the new one, he gets the old one. I think that's fair. Alrighty, so here's my Ultimate Bucket Seat Saver, and you can see kind of a little grid there. That's because my purple seat cushion is right there underneath, okay? And this really does hold it into place because it straps around the bottom on each side. You've got straps around the back. So you've got the logo there, Duluth Trading Company. And look on the back here, I can show you. See, this is how it straps on. Pretty easy to deal with. And it straps around the bottom right there up to the front. But I'd rather have to buy a new one of these, you know, about every 6 to 8 months than have them completely tear up It's that ultra leather. It's not real leather on the seats, but he will tear that up. And before I started using these covers, he tore up a couple of my seats. So I'll spend $60 every 6 to 8 months so I can keep Rusty in the truck. Since I mentioned the Quick Star there in Brooklyn, Iowa, they're associated with Quick Trip. They're co-owned. I've shown these in other videos, but it bodes to show them again. I did my cooking videos a long time ago, probably almost a year now. Did 3 of them. And people complain, well, you're not really cooking, you're just reheating things, you're heating things up. Well, that's pretty much all you can do in the truck. You got to have stuff that can go in the freezer or the fridge that you don't have to really prepare, because you never know how long you have to make a meal. So my whole point was, if you can make a meal in the truck and not have to buy the crap at the truck stops and the fast food places, you're going to be eating better, it's better for you, it's going to taste better, and you're saving a ton of money. So I just got to show these again, because they're really good. They have these prepared meals. Look at this. Chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Doesn't that look good? All right, there's one of them. This is another good one they do. Spaghetti and meatballs, baby. Look at that. Can't tell me that don't look good. Yeah. And of course, then when I went through Cozad, Nebraska, stopped at a Casey's, because I know they carry the Jack's sausage and pepperoni pizza. So I got 3 of these, and they're in the freezer, because they're thin. I can stick them in there because I don't have that much freezer space, but I can get all this stuff in there, baby. Thank you. And of course, these just go down to my fridge, and I'll eat them in the next few days. Another little trucker tip for you. All right, and now subject number 3. Put this one last because this is probably the one most people are going to be the least interested in. But yeah, I got that free trip from Caesars Entertainment, because I used to go to the Horseshoe in Council Bluffs or the Harrah's in Kansas City, because they both have truck parking. And if you're showing up at like midnight, they were about the only place you could park. So I'd go in and gamble a little bit. And of course, you get their cards, and that's what you got to do. You got to get the cards, because then you get the credits and you get the rewards. And since, all casinos are now opening again and they want everybody back after COVID, and it's not over, by the way, those rates are increasing. That's a whole other issue. By the way, the CDC said if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear the mask. But there's going to be plenty of ass clowns out there who are saying, well, I'm not getting the vaccine, and are just not wearing the mask because now they feel like they can get away with it. I won't go into that. Don't comment about that and say, well, why am I? I won't even go there. That's all I'm going to say on it. Okay, anyway, so they're trying to get us back into the casinos. So they offered us this free trip. We had to pay $70 for a processing fee, essentially. $35 a piece. Airfare, hotel, round-trip airfare, hotel for 4 nights, Sunday through Thursday night. So we were there 3 full days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Left early Thursday morning. That was kind of a downside. And we got there late Sunday night. And part of that problem was because there were no TSA agents at the Fort Collins Airport where they were supposed to be to check us in, so we were a couple hours behind. And that's just where it started. Once the TSA agents finally showed up and we could get on the plane, it came from Colorado Springs first, picked us up, and then we went to Laughlin, Nevada. I tell you, I've had pat-downs and stuff from TSA agents before, but this guy is like, okay, we're going to do this pass down. He's got a mask on. I can hardly hear what he's saying. He's going, I'm going to do this, blip, 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 blip. It goes through it real quick. And I said, I can't understand what you're saying to me. I said, okay, just do whatever you got to do. I raise my hands up. I'm standing there. And then he's going, up around the body and then up around the legs. And all of a sudden, I'm like, hello! Yeah, he got up into my junk real good. There was definite cupping. Didn't think I'd have sex that quick. Was kind of hoping that would happen later in the hotel, but anyway, so then once we got on the plane and they finally got everything figured out, we took off. They did something called Bag of Bucks on the plane. They started the gambling before we even got to Laughlin, Nevada. And what they did is they said, all right, we're going to start with $1. Everybody take $1 out, write down your seat number on the dollar. And they brought out a trash bag, and they said, well, throw it in the bag, and then, we'll have somebody draw out a winner. and whoever gets the winner, their seat number gets pulled out, they get the bag of cash. I'm like, oh, this sounds pretty cool. So we tried the $1 one. Yeah, we didn't hit that. So then they went to a $5 one. All right, I had a 5. I wrote it on there, put it in there. We hit that. The plane held about a little over 100 people. So like 100, pretty much everybody did the $1. It was a little less, not much for the $5. We hit that. We got it. $320. Cool. Then they did a $10 one. Okay, so I won. I feel like, all right, now I got to do the next one. Wrote down my thing on the $10 bill. Put that in the bag. No, we didn't hit that one. And then they said, all right, well, let's do a $20 one. I'm like, okay. I turned to my wife and I said, look, all right, I should do this because I'll look like a jerk if I don't do it because we just won $320 off of everybody else in the plane. So I put my seat number down on the $20 bill, pop it in the bag. I give it a funny little crinkle first. And they shake it all around, they bring it up front, and they had somebody draw it out. We hit it again on the $20 one. $620. We won over $900 before we even landed. I thought that was pretty freaking cool. Of course, everybody else on the plane is giving us dirty looks. You won, both of you. Why? And they're like, well, yeah, we're going to follow you around the casino, my friend. We haven't even landed in Laughlin yet. We haven't even had a chance to throw our money away in the casino. And I'm up over $900. That was pretty cool. So now I'm like, well, now we can have some fun because we're gambling on, unfortunately, everybody else is on the plane's money. Like I say, they weren't too thrilled with us, but I didn't do anything wrong. I played it like I should. All right, got there late Sunday night. We just did a little bit of gambling and then just kind of got something to eat, went to bed. Tuesday, I gambled a little bit. They have a little shuttle running over to the Tropicana, also there in Laughlin, which they co-own. Because I wanted to play the Invaders from Planet Moolah game, which I'd played at other casinos before. I really like. It's cows from outer space. It's animated. It's just silly. It's a fun game. We found that one over there. But we didn't venture out much because every day it was at least 108 degrees. Heat index felt like 112, 113. It was freaking hot. And there was really nothing else to do there but gamble. So we did some of that, and we did eat at that Guy Fieri's Burro Borracho Mexican restaurant on Monday night. That was really good. He's from the Food Channel or something like that. Anyway, and then I was sleeping in on, I think it was Wednesday morning. My wife went down. She wanted to play that Buffalo game. I'm sure you've seen that. That's in every casino, the Buffaloes, She played that. She put in $20 and hit over 1,000. Yeah. We're up $1,900. Crazy. Yeah, we threw a lot back in the machines, but we got it because it wasn't our money at that point. So we just had fun. We got to play and spend hours, gambling. There's one called Money Rain that was a lot of fun that we got to play. And when all was said and done, even though we gambled away quite a bit of that money, still we didn't spend a scratch of our own. And we still came back with over $400 cash on a free trip. That's the kind of math Clutch Trucker likes to do. Thank you. Now, the Guy Fieri Burro Borracho restaurant, it was very expensive. It was well over $100 just for two of us to have dinner. They had a smash burger there, but, typical of anything like in Vegas or Laughlin, two of us to have burgers and fries, over $30. And the cafe we ate at, the Beach Cafe, again, same situation, $40-50 just for a couple of sandwiches and some stuff. But, okay, we were doing well. So even if you include everything we spent on food over those few days, still, basically, it was a completely free trip. And the wife and I got to have time to reconnect and have some fun. So that's why I was feeling pretty good. Then, of course, get back to work on Friday, and XPO screws everything up for me. But welcome back to reality. Back to work. Back to work, Clutch. The flight attendants tried to start the bag of bucks thing on the flight back, but everybody's like, yeah, we lost our ass there. No, thank you. I would have done it again because, you know, your odds on the plane are between you and 100 other people. You know, 1 to 100 odds, not too bad. A hell of a lot better than anything in the casino. But, you know, they didn't want to do it on the way back, which I can't blame them. We had the whole trip for free. It was a beautiful thing. So, got to have fun and not spend any of our money. And we still gambled a lot and had some fun. Can't complain about that a bit, baby. Not a bit. All right, so picked up at Leprino Foods in Greeley Saturday, yesterday. Today is Sunday, the 25th of July. Now I'm parked here at the TA in Morris, Illinois. About 3 hours left on my drive tomorrow. Doesn't deliver till 2 p.m. in Michigan somewhere. Where is it? Zeeland, I think. Yeah, Zeeland, Michigan. Never heard of that. Up near Grand Rapids. We'll deliver that tomorrow at 2. And we'll see what Bo comes up with for next load for me from there. Did have to deal with a couple issues. I took Rusty out at midnight at a rest area in Nebraska and stepped in a big pile of dog crap. So that was fun. Spent an hour cleaning it all out of my tennis shoe. That was fun. Then I had a tire that was going flat on me as I went around and thumped everything after I fueled in York, Nebraska. On my trailer. These are the new trailer tires I just bought 3 weeks ago. So stopped at the Loves in Newton, Iowa, and had to wait a couple hours to get in there after trying to do the tire pass. And they found that the valve stem on one of my trailer tires, the inside left rear axle tire, had not been tightened down enough, so it was losing air. So I had them, you know, fix that. That was a fairly quick one. Went in and used my points at Love's because I had racked them up after buying those tires in Amarillo, and got my free shower, so at least I'm freshly showered and everything again today. And like I say, now we're parked here in Morris, Illinois tonight. Well, thanks for tuning into that one. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, it's a little hot today. We're still trying to cool down as we're parked here at the TA in Morris, Illinois. 3 hours now to get to my destination in Michigan tomorrow to deliver, but had enough today with some incidents, you know, that I mentioned earlier, and I was kind of done. Even though, yeah, I was able to stop the 14, still I was kind of done, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please subscribe, please comment and like if you would like to. I get to your comments. Sometimes takes a day or two because I'm a working truck driver. Don't forget about Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter. And I keep saying that thing for TikTok that I'm going to debut with that is coming soon. I just got to get it done, all right? So stand by for that. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. All right, he knows it's coming. He's getting poised and ready. Come on, a little higher, Rusty. It's up here. Leap for it. Leap, Rusty, come on. There he goes. Got the begging strip. All right, give us the happy dog look. Take a bite. Give us the happy dog smile. There you go.